Oh my, I just read a BBC article that changes everything. Oh, you know that 30 million estimation that they say descend from the Mayflower? Well, it turns out that number does not take pedigree collapse into consideration. So the estimate is based on a Mayflower passenger marrying a non-Mayflower passenger. But you know, a lot of those Mayflower passengers ended up intermingling, and that's what pedigree breakdown is. So a lot of those descendants have multiple Mayflower ancestors. So of course these are rough numbers, but the guy who was speaking in the article suggests that there are actually only 3 million descendants of the Mayflower, which would make it 0.9%. Now, the number of Americans are 326.7 million Americans. We're going to add Canadians at 32 million, but remember that hardly any Canadians descend from the Mayflower, but apparently some of them do, because we've got 6 serial killers in the tree that are Canadian, and some of them do descend from the Mayflower. So if we were to go by the 30 million approximation, that's 9% of the population. If we add the Canadians, we're at 8.5% of North Americans that descend from the Mayflower. Which brings us to our killers. There are 67 killers in the family tree right now. 24 of them descend from the Mayflower. 12 of them have short-lived American roots. 6 of them are Canadian. And 12 have Southern roots, and 6 are Victorian-era killers. So what percentage of serial killers in the big serial killer family tree descend from the Mayflower? 38%. So we went from having 8.5% to 9% of North Americans descending from the Mayflower, but that's not based on pedigree collapse, to 0.9% versus 38%. I actually do think there are a lot more than 3 million descendants from the Mayflower, but if we take a halfway point, 5% versus 38%, that is a huge difference.